Hi everyone and welcome to my secret base. My name is Eddie and today we'll be casting the Power Rangers reboot. After the lackluster era, which was the Neo Saban era, the Power Rangers franchise was bought by Hasbro. Hasbro revealed that they intend to make more Power Rangers movies, though none of these movies will be a sequel to the 2017 movie. So for all intents and purposes, for this movie, we will be casting a reboot of the franchise. Let's get started. The role of Jason Lee Scott, the Red Ranger and the leader of the Power Rangers, goes to Ty Sheridan. Sheridan is known for playing Cyclops in the last two X-Men films, which were not that good. That doesn't fall on him. That falls on bad directing and bad writing. Sheridan is a good actor and he will do a great job at bringing Jason, especially a classic version of Jason, as the goody two-shoes he was in the originals, to life in the big screen. For the role of Kimberly Hart, my pick is Kiernan Shipka, who is best known for playing Sabrina Spellman in the Netflix series The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. She also voiced Genora in The Legend of Korra. Shipka is a great actress, with her performance as Sabrina being the one that put her into the spotlight. With that said, I think she would do a great job of bringing everyone's first crush to the big screen and making the character, and this is a phrase I'm gonna say throughout the video, her own. Zack Taylor, the original Black Ranger, a martial arts innovator and the master of the dance floor, a man full of swagger and charisma. The honor of playing this character goes to Aubrey Joseph. Aubrey is famous for playing Cloak in the short-lived Marvel series Cloak and Dagger. Though he didn't get to solidify himself as an actor, as we know how Marvel treats its TV universe, I believe he'll be able to take the role of Zack and make it one of his own and solidify himself as a great actor and giving us a Zack that follows true to its roots. And the honor of playing Trini Kwan goes to Chelsea Zeng. The young actress is currently playing KJ in the Netflix series Daybreak. She also plays Rose Wilson, or Deathstroke's daughter, in DC's Titans. She has also won a few awards in many film festivals around the world for her performances. She will bring a great pedigree to the movie, and she will also be able to bring into life a character that was such a big part of the team, often translating Billy's geek talk to the rest of the crew. Now, the role of Billy Cranston, the original Blue Ranger, goes to Asa Butterfield. Butterfield, better known for playing Bruno in the 2008 movie The Boy in Striped Pajamas, a role for which he got a lot of praise and had a lot of nominations. Currently, he's playing the role of Otis Milburn in the Netflix series Sex Education. Okay, I know it feels like I'm rating Netflix, but I'm not. I promise it's just all a coincidence. Asa could perform a still smart, yet more cocky version of Billy, though I would like to see a performance similar to the original character. Now, onto the character that most of you have probably been waiting for. Who is going to play the iconic Green Ranger? The man himself, Tommy Oliver. And the honor of that goes to Thackeray Montgomery. Yes, I know he played Jason in the previous film, but I feel like it wasn't a natural role for him. After watching him play Billy on Stranger Things, I could absolutely see him as Tommy in the Green with Evil storyline. Not only that, out of most young actors today, he is one of the few who could play up the badass that is Tommy Oliver's Green Ranger. Now, after 10,000 years, she's free and it's time to conquer Earth. In the last movie, we got a Rita that was actually part of the original Power Rangers that she killed in the prologue of the movie. The Rita for this movie should be closer to the source. I want to see a Rita that's plotting against the Rangers and that just wants revenge for all the foiled plans. And that just acts more like the Rita we grew up watching. For this, I picked Helena Bonham Carter. And I'm sure you're all familiar with her work as she's been in plenty of iconic roles, especially of Bellatrix Lestrange in the Harry Potter movies. Helena will absolutely kill it in the role of Rita and probably add her own twist to the character, which is something that I will be extremely excited to see. In this movie, I would love to see Goldar again, but not how we saw him in the last movie where he was just kind of like this melted gold thing that just happened to us while we watched the movie. I want to see the Goldar we grew up watching, the one that in the beginning, he was a big challenge to the Rangers, but over time grew more into a comic relief side character, but was still a capable fighter. And I think the role of Goldar should go to Cameron Monaghan. Monaghan played Jerome and Jeremiah, which were the version of the Joker from the Gotham TV show. I think he will do a great job as Goldar, since he could bring in that experience he already has from that role as the Joker, but in a more subtle way, and I think he could let out his goofy yet intimidating side for this role. It'd be very interesting to see. For Lord Zed, I picked, and I'm gonna botch his name, I'm sorry, it's hard to pronounce, Gwan Hosen. He's a very versatile actor, is not afraid of playing multiple characters within the same universe, having played Korath the Pursuer in the MCU at the same time as he played Fisherman King in Aquaman and the Wizard in Shazam. He will be able to do a great job switching between the big scary Lord Zed that we saw in the beginning and the goofier yet still super scary Lord Zed that we saw for the rest of the series. And the grand honor of playing Zordon, the great wizard and mentor to the Power Rangers, goes to James Spader. As a man with a commanding yet very smooth voice, Spader currently stars in the TV show Blacklist and previously did an amazing job as Ultron in Avengers Age of Ultron. He will do a fantastic job as a mentor to the Rangers in the role of Zordon, as the voice of reason and guidance in the command center. The role of the ever-nervous ay-ay-ay-ay-aying sidekick to Zordon, Alpha 5, should go to John Mulaney. For those familiar with Mulaney's style of comedy, would know that the comedic style of Mulaney would match very well with the character of Alpha, as Mulaney always describes himself as this ever-nervous, jumpy person. Even some of his stage mannerisms are similar to Alpha's mannerisms, and I would absolutely love to see Mulaney as Alpha react to Zordon asking for 5 teenagers with attitude. And now moving on to some minor characters. Bulk out of the two was the hardest to cast, as there aren't that many actors nowadays with that physique who could actually pull off a role like that. But then I remember one actor that fit the mold perfectly, Julian Dennison. Dennison played Fire Fist in Deadpool 2, and not only did he do a good job, but he was also very funny. I still crack up at that scene when he calls Negasonic Teenage Warhead Beaver. I can absolutely picture him as this bully roasting the Rangers, not knowing that they are the Rangers. The role of Skull should go to Kodi SmitMcPhee. He played Nightcrawler in the X-Men series, and he will do a great job of Skull as he actually kinda looks the part. I would love to see them both in that mini arc where they try to unmask the Rangers, not to be mean-spirited, but in order to ask them if they could join the Rangers. Next is Ernie. So Ernie is not a big character in all means, but Ernie is the owner of the youth center that the Rangers frequent when they're not doing Ranger things. Every once in a while, he gives them advice whenever the plot needs it to, and you know, they need something else aside from Zordon. And I think the perfect person for this role will be Gabriel Iglesias, because Gabriel Iglesias dresses a lot like Ernie. He is this fluffy dude with Hawaiian shirts. He will add some additional comedy to the movie, or just throwing a little bit of wisdom here, just like the Ernie of old.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this for such a long time. You're going...
And lastly, Finster. Finster is one of Rita's henchmen, and he is the one that creates all her monsters. And I think this very minor role should go to Jim Gaffigan, whose style should bounce back well from those of Helena and Hounsu. Alright, and that is all. Once again, please like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Let me know in the comments below who will you cast as the Power Rangers for the next movie. In next week's video, we will be going over 5 anime series that should get a movie or live adaptation. See ya!